Hello everyone, this is Impulse and welcome back to HermitCraft Season 5. Guys, today I think I'm going to start this episode off with a little story time with Impulse because something happened off camera and I think you guys should know about it. So I was working on the Wither Skelly farm up in the platforms, just putting out some fires, cleaning up some stuff, and I wasn't really paying attention to my surroundings. Next thing I know, I get hit by a Wither Skelly and I'm withered, and I turn around and find out there's actually 3 of them after me at the same time, and boom, boom, boom. Next thing I know, I am dead, and my stuff is scattered all about the platform, and I'm respawning here in my base. So I think, okay, I got 5 minutes. That's kind of a travel. Let me grab all my stuff. I got to get back as soon as I can. And I just start rummaging through the chests over there, grabbing whatever armor and pickaxe and sword I can get my hands on, a little bit of food, some rockets, things like that, so I can get back quickly. And I do. I get back, I get on those platforms, I take out those Wither Skellies, I get all my stuff back, and then I go to put on my helmet. And I find out, in my haste, I had put on a Curse of Binding helmet. Yeah, this thing's kind of stuck on me now. I can't, this other stuff I can take off, but not this, not this. So, I think I'm just going to try to kill myself and see if that will remove the helmet. I don't know. I probably should have looked this up. I don't know if Curse of Binding means that it will stay on even after you die, or if I have to, actually wear it out. If that's the case, we'll try something else. But anyway, I'm going to kill myself. We'll do it for science so we can all learn together. And I figured, what would a good way to die be? Well, there's somebody on the server right now that's kind of afraid of endermites. Some of you may know why. And my endermite disappeared. We're going to have to get a new one. Some of you may know why, the backstory on that. But yeah, Tango's got a little deal going on. If he dies to an endermite, something special happens. Anyway, but he's pretty sure you can't die to an endermite. So I'm going to prove to him right now that you really can. You can die to an endermite. And he has no idea what I'm doing. But we need to try this again, though, because apparently they will despawn even when you're right next to them. I didn't know that either. So we're doing a lot of science to start off this episode. But we'll just do this. There we go. We got an endermite. Get out of here and break our our item frame. That one. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. I got a little hopper and a chest set up so it will collect our stuff, and we'll see. If I respawn with this helmet on, that means we gotta take a different approach. But here we go. Let's let this endermite kill us. It might take a while. What are they doing? They're doing about half a heart at a time. Yeah. This death message is gonna be great. Tango, Zenith, and Zazuma. Come on, get the job done, buddy. Come on, do it. Do it already. One more. There we go. Here it comes. You guys ready? You guys ready? No helmet. Okay, great. That did work. I told you it can be done. Now, why isn't that stuff falling into the hopper? Okay, it's collecting. It's collecting. All right, he's still in there. All right, let's grab it from here. Oh, man. All right, we will not. In fact, I might just throw this helmet away because that was not a cool helmet at all. Anyway, there we go. We got that helmet off. Crisis averted. Let's get to business. All right, so today, guys, we're going to be working on getting this place looking nice, and I've already started. And one thing I want to say is thank you. I asked a question last episode about lighting updates with redstone, and I got the answer from a few people. Appreciate that it is now just redstone torches that we have to worry about, and that if you do indeed put light near them, then it will help. It will help the game not try to do lighting updates because there's, more than 8 light level around them or whatever, and it'll reduce some lag, so that's good. And we don't have to worry about doing it over here because repeaters and the observers and I think even, redstone dust, none of that anymore is making lighting updates, which is awesome. Glad they made that change. That used to be a problem. So yeah, I started putting in some lights. Also up here, I put in some droppers because covering up hoppers will help, not always be checking for items to be sucked in and things like that. So that also helps with some lag. So I went around and I did that, but now it's massive. This thing is massive. We need to cover it up. So I started kind of doing a little bit of planning here, and I think what I'm going to do is like a nice little pillar going up here, and you can kind of see I've started the base, and we kind of curve it in a little bit. I brought this out. I just have some extra chests here just for random storage, just to kind of keep it symmetrical with what I got going on this side, which is the output of anything that can't be sorted. So we can actually store some things in there if we want, which is cool. Got a little floor design going on to give us some lighting, put some lights underneath the chest, so a little bit of bits and bobs. And you probably noticed that I've also done some work in this area, including this. In fact, I think we better get out there and I'll show you that. Good, I have my Lytra still on. All right, so here we go. I'm not going to be working on this today, at least the bottom part, but I do want to show you what I've done is I've brought that up. So I did mention last video I needed to bring it up so it could go over and flush with the floor. Done that, just sea lantern, cyan, and then some glass that I kind of covered with water, which is one of the other kind of colors blocks or you know, pieces of our color palette that I completely forgot about, that we're going to be using a lot of water as well integrated into our builds this season. So you can also see that I filled in between the sea lanterns there with the gray clay. It looked kind of weird. You couldn't really see where the sea lanterns ended and the next stripe behind it would get there, and there was little gaps in it and stuff, which looked kind of funny. So yeah, I think it looks better now. I think the stripe looks better. And I'm going to be doing more to this because I did get a few comments about what this looks like and things like that. I'm going to be doing more. There's going to be more things coming on here, arms coming out and holding up structures and things like that. So there's a lot more work that's going to be going on down here later in the season as I'm building out more of Atlantis. But then I went up here and I started kind of planning out, you know, space planning in a way here. So you can see I got a pathway here that's kind of going to the center. I'm thinking about building stuff on either side of this guy. There's obviously a huge amount of space right here. And this will be kind of like a hallway that's going to go all the way out here. I'm not done filling in the blocks. And I got a yellow bed now, which is awesome. One of the cool changes in 1.12 is that you can dye your bed. So, of course, I had to get a yellow one. But this will be kind of like the intersection spot right here to some things off to either side. And then I'm going to go out here, and you can see I'm going to put in kind of marked out where there might be pillars or something. I'll have some sort of structure coming up here on the corners of this little intersection here, which will give it a nice divide, and we'll have to have some kind of structured hallway ceilings over it. And then we're going to come out here. This is what I'm going to consider kind of the entrance to Atlantis. So as you kind of come in here, I'm thinking about just something decorative off to either side, maybe a pond with a fountain, or maybe trees or something. I don't know yet, but I do want to do something here. So basically just kind of have it come in, and this would be sort of the entrance right here with the pillars coming up and would really look official, and then we can walk through. And this is kind of, like I mentioned before, the centerpiece of Atlantis. This is pretty much directly in the center of the circle here. And yeah, then we need to, we have all this area to figure out. So I got a lot more planning to do. But for now, yeah, I'm going to focus on just trying to get this storage system kind of covered up and looking good. And we're going to go through a lot of quartz, I think, because you can see here I got giant kind of pillars going up, and they're going to go even higher, I think, because I want to go up and then kind of curve it down back onto the other pillar is what I'm thinking. And then we're going to need some sort of like ceiling that also kind of curves through and then does something at the back there. So no idea yet, but I'm going to start working on it and getting into a bit of a buildy episode today, and hopefully it will go well. You guys know me. Sometimes I struggle with building stuff, with things that look nice, but so far I'm happy with this. I'm happy. I'm thinking things are looking pretty good here, and it's finally nice to be able to get some space up here, some space, and starting to see how much room we're going to have up here to actually build, you know, different buildings and start constructing the city of Atlantis. So I'm super excited for this, and I can't wait to get going on some of these other buildings. But today, let's get this done. Let's start working on this. So I'm going to get these pillars built up, and we'll see what we think. There we go. Got a little bit of work done on this so far. Not quite done, but I wanted to stop and show you guys the progress that we've made here as the sun rises over top of this thing. I do now have Optifine, by the way, so I can zoom. And hopefully it's helping the frames a little bit. Oh yeah, Yeah, I think so. I think so. So yeah, Optifine's finally out for 1.12, which is awesome. Love having Optifine. And anyway, let's just look at this build here, guys. So kind of just have a little bit, it's kind of a pillar looking thing. It's not really, it's really just the outward face of this thing. Not really a pillar, but yeah, got a little water feature going down the middle. A little detail with stairs here just to give it a little bit of definition. And a little stripe of the cyan up top. And then inside here, had to bring, you know, this out because of the redstone behind it and stuff, but kind of popped it back in. And then I think what I'm going to do here is, you can see I've kind of marked out an arc, and I may go even bigger with it. I'm thinking I'm going to go even bigger with it because I want to have like a dome, like a cylindrical dome type of thing going through here. I think I'm gonna have some glass and a little bit of, you know, just a little bit of detail in there as well. So you can kind of be in here, have cover, but not, you know, completely dark or anything like that. You can still look out to the sky. So that's probably where I'm gonna go next with this build. I got some planning to do, and I need to play around with a few design concepts and see what I like. But yeah, this is coming along quite nicely. I am happy with the way these end caps turned out, and I can't wait to see how the dome turns out. Also put in a couple swimming pools over here because, yeah, you always need some swimming pools in your entrance, don't you? I was talking about it earlier. I wasn't sure if I was going to put like a little lawn with trees and bushes and stuff or what, but I decided to go with pool with a little bit of lighting decoration at the bottom of it, which I think turns out really great. Fit in here just absolutely perfect. And also going to be adding some stuff around the outside here that goes all the way around. It's going to be pretty cool when it's done. But we'll save that for later. So guys, I got to admit something to you. I lied to you earlier. I flat out lied to you earlier. I said I was done working on the bottom part. You know, I at least wasn't going to do it this episode. Well, after reviewing the comments on my last video, you guys weren't too happy that I did the inner spiral going in the same direction as the outer spiral, and really wanted it to be going in the opposite direction, which I guess would officially make it a helix for real. You know, I called the episode Double Helix Core, I think, and not really a helix because they're going in the same direction. Apparently it has to go in the opposite direction for it to be considered a helix. Anyway, there was an outpour of comments that said I needed to do that. And I can't ignore it, guys. I can't ignore it. Your voice has been heard loud and clear. I'm going to tear out the inner column because I like the outer one. I'm going to tear out the inner column, and we're just going to reverse the direction. I think I'm going to keep the double colors, like the sea lanterns and the gray, and we're just going to reverse the direction. So, yeah, I'm going to hop on. Oh, I was going to say hop on a camera account and record me tearing it down and building it back up, but Replay mod is out for 1.12. All the cool things are back. It's nice being on an official version of Minecraft and having access again to Optifine and Replay mod. So yeah, I'm going to use a Replay mod. Haven't used that in a long time to record a little time lapse of me tearing down this core and building it back up. So let's do it. There we go. The dome is done, and I am happy with it. I feel like maybe it needs a little bit more something. I don't know. Maybe these side walls. Maybe cyan wasn't the best color there. Maybe I needed to fill it in with a little bit more detail or something. I don't know, but other than that, I really like how it also kind of curves in. It doesn't just go straight back. That originally I had planned on it just going kind of straight back, but I like the way it's kind of more now of a dome instead of the cylinder look. And yeah, you guys let me know what you think about this area right in here. Is there something different we should do? Or is it good? Is it good? Now, I do want to do more of something above the left and the right side. So something that maybe goes up even higher and then kind of comes down and connects there. Don't think I'm going to do that today. I need to take a little break from building, guys. This kind of stuff, it just takes me forever. I can't even tell you how many times I built this up and tore it down. Oh, by the way, you like the golden eye in the middle there? Give me your feedback on that as well. I know that the gold doesn't really go with the color scheme that we had been talking about, but I couldn't resist. I don't know why. I just couldn't help myself. Let me know what you guys think. If you like it, if we should leave it, or if that's just absolutely a terrible idea to put my logo in there and we should tear it out and do something else. But also put in a little bit of some water here just to kind of break up. There was just too much quartz going on. It was just quartz heavy on this side here. So I think I'll do the same thing that I did here on the sides as well. You can see kind of this is that too much quartz I was talking about. This is what we had before. So I'll need to do those as well at some point. I'm just holding in the water right now with these iron trap doors. I'm on the fence about that as well. I don't know. It feels kind of weird there, having iron against the quartz, but maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. I just needed a way to hold back the water. I couldn't put the water source a block higher because we have quartz block or a cyan block above it, and that's part of that little stripe decoration there. So I couldn't really put the water any higher, so I had to hold it back because the water source is right here, and it would have kind of just spilled out and without something holding it back. And then down here, I probably don't need these. I can probably open this up. May do that later, just go down, put a block underneath, and then open that up and take these out, so those aren't necessary. But these are the ones that are really kind of bothering me. I tried other things. I tried cobblestone fence. That didn't really go well. Just cobblestone in general, it doesn't really go with the build style here, so I have to stay away from that, and I couldn't really think of anything else to hold the water back, so maybe you guys can give me some ideas there. Just, when it comes to building, guys, I rely heavily on you and your feedback because, as I've mentioned in the past, building is not my strong suit. Things are starting to turn out pretty good, I think. I'm liking where this is going. I can't wait to build these pillars up and continue the expansion of this thing up in the air, but I gotta take a break from building today, guys. It's just taking way too long just to get this little bit done. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to a project that Tango and I literally just finished up on a live stream yesterday. And I want to show you guys what we've done and how far the Wither Skelly farm has come since you last seen it in a YouTube video. All right, here we are in the Wither farm. And as you guys can see, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Things have changed a little bit. We have put in some storage here. So we've got a sorter, an item sorting system going through here with plenty of room. We're being pretty optimistic here that someday we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double chests of wither skulls. I like that. But yeah, we got plenty of room in here. So this thing, hopefully someday will fill up pretty good. We'll see. And all the hoppers basically now are kind of going around into this point here, which goes down and leads into that sorter. So it's just, the item sorters that I had put a video out, a tutorial out on a long time ago. I think it's been 2 years now. That's overflow proof. So even if these all 3 columns here were to fill all the way up, basically what happens then is it would just travel on to the end. And at the very end here, we have a little item destroyer. Wow, I can talk today. Destroyer. I apparently am just fried from all the building I did earlier. So there is a lava source and a dropper that's going to kick any item that doesn't meet one of these criteria down there. Why am I way up here? Let me go down here. Let me go down here and get a better look. Oh, this room is awesome, by the way. Tango's idea to put the lava behind this glass is so cool. Really gives this room some light, which is awesome. In the nether, you need that. And it just looks really cool with lava flowing down the walls. But anyway, so yeah, we're saving coal. We're saving gold nuggets, gold ingots. So if you do happen to actually kill a pigman by hand when they're in there getting crushed, then you can sometimes get gold ingots, and we didn't want to throw those away. Bones, of course. Blaze rods is kind of the same story. If you're killing blaze by hand, you're going to end up with some blaze rods. And then, of course, we get tons of magma cream from this thing. And, ooh, yeah, we got some wither skulls coming through. So there's already 15 just chilling in here, which is pretty awesome. And we can get 5 beacons out of that if we wanted. But, yeah, this is cool, too. So this is the kind of airlock room. So as you come through here, there's a big ladder all the way to the ceiling. And as you come through here, you got to read these signs, because it says when the doors are closed, the farm is on, and do not log out when the farm is on, because that will break the flying machines. So basically, when you flip this switch, it not only shuts you in, so now there's no way out of this place, but it turns on the farm at the same time. So we're going to start seeing some mobs dropping here. Hopefully, let's see, I don't know who's on the server and where they're at, but let's see what it does. We should start seeing some flying machines arriving. Yep, here we go. And all the things. I think I missed that one already. But yeah, jeez. We're getting lots of stuff. So now we can go around, of course, and start killing if we want to kill pigmen, see if we can get some golden nuggets and that kind of thing. And of course, the main part of this is killing wither skellies and just being, in general, a very, very loud contraption, but also very efficient. I mean, this thing is producing skulls at least one a minute, I would say, which is pretty good. Pretty good. I can stand in here for, I don't mind staying in here for about 30 minutes and getting myself 10 beacons worth of skulls. I mean, that's pretty awesome. So anyway, okay, I can stay in here all day. It's just kind of addicting. You just keep running around in circles, and every time you look over to another cell, there's more to do. But the idea here, guys, is that we don't want people unloading the chunks as the flying machines are flying, because if they do, then like I said, the flying machines just kind of break. So you turn this off, that actually turns off the flying machines, but there's like a full 60 seconds that it could take for these flying machines. And we'll go up and we'll work our way out. So the other key is that we wanted a way out that you didn't have any risk of aggroing blaze. You can see we've been buttoning up some different areas here in the nether to try to get the rates a little better. And yeah, we have some more fires to put out. Somehow blaze aggroed, and a couple more fires. We got most of the floors done, but there's still some. So basically the idea here now is we forced people to go up the ladder to get out. Instead of giving them a fast way out, we wanted their way out to actually be fairly slow. Those are ghost blocks, by the way, which are pretty common with these flying machines. But the reason why we want it to be slow is because they can't leave these chunks and unload them before those flying machines get back, which you saw happen just a few seconds ago. So it takes about the right amount of time. Had I not been stopping and talking to you guys, it takes about the perfect amount of time to get out of here and make sure all the flying machines have returned home safely and will not break. So I'm glad to see that farm done. That was a huge, huge project that Tango and I did. And I think I'll leave this. I've left this machine here. This is how we broke the bedrock. I left it here in case we wanted to break more, but I think a one wide ladder is probably fine. So, and this is my little takeoff area because I have a hard time taking off with my elytra on this server. So, yeah. So very nice to get that job done, and I'm looking forward to all the skull collection. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe before you go. And with that said, I'll see you guys again next time. Have a good one, everyone.